Hi loves and welcome in. Before we get started, I just want to remind you to take only what resonates for you today and trust your own intuition with the rest. Not every reading is for everyone, and that's okay. But if something in this message feels familiar, if it feels like it's speaking directly to your situation, there's usually a reason for that. And if this reading does resonate with you, make sure to like and subscribe so your energy stays connected to future readings. It really does help Spirit know who these messages are meant for. Today's reading is focused on who is in your energy right now romantically and what their true emotional state is beneath the surface. We're going to start with the oracle cards to understand the deeper energy of this connection, what's being hidden, and what lesson is unfolding here. Then we'll move into the tarot to look at their feelings, intentions, and where this is headed next. This reading may get specific, so if at any point you feel like it's describing your situation exactly, trust that. And if it doesn't, feel free to check out the other readings on the channel that may align better for you. Let's start with the energy around who this person is and what's really going on with them emotionally right now. The first cards out are Elusive Upright, Risky Upright, and at the heart of the reading, we have Mask Upright. Then we also have Divine Masculine reversed and Gamble reversed. So right away, Spirit is showing me that this is someone who stays emotionally just out of reach. They don't fully open up, they don't fully commit, and they don't fully show you who they really are. They tend to stay close enough to keep the connection alive, but far enough to protect themselves from getting hurt or exposed emotionally. This is someone who pulls back when things start getting serious, who becomes distant when feelings deepen, and who struggles with being vulnerable in real time. With Elusive here, this tells me they are very careful about how much of themselves they reveal. They may act confident or casual on the surface, but underneath that, they're constantly monitoring how much they're giving, how much they're feeling, and how much control they still have. They don't like feeling emotionally exposed, and they don't like feeling like someone has power over their heart. Then we have Risky Upright, and this is important because it shows me that they are very aware that being honest with you would feel risky. They know that telling you the truth about how they feel would change things. They know that choosing you openly would require them to make real decisions, possibly leave something behind, or disrupt parts of their life that feel familiar and comfortable. For many of them, this has to do with reputation, responsibilities, family expectations, career, or another relationship. There is something in their life that they're afraid to shake up. At the center of the reading, we have Mask Upright, and this really explains everything. This person is wearing an emotional mask right now. They are not showing you their full truth. They are managing how they appear. They are saying what feels safe instead of what feels real. They are presenting a version of themselves that keeps things calm and controlled, even though inside they are thinking, feeling, and wanting much more than they let on. They may joke things off, change the subject, act indifferent, or pretend they're not as affected as they actually are. But underneath that mask, there are feelings they're not expressing and conversations they're avoiding. There are things they wish they could say, but they're afraid of what would happen if they did. Then we see Divine Masculine reversed, and this doesn't mean they're a bad person. It means they are not fully standing in their emotional truth yet. They are not leading with honesty, courage, and integrity in this connection right now. They are still stuck in fear, hesitation, and self-protection. Until they take off the mask, they can't fully step into that divine masculine role because that role requires emotional maturity and accountability. Right now, they're still learning, they're still growing, they're still working through their own insecurities and wounds. And part of that work is being triggered by you and this connection. Then we have Gamble reversed, which shows me that they are not ready to take the emotional leap yet. They're not willing to risk their comfort, their routine, their image, or their sense of control. They would rather stay in a situation that feels familiar than step into something that feels uncertain, even if that uncertain thing is something they truly want. So instead of choosing boldly, they're choosing cautiously. Instead of being brave, they're being careful. Instead of moving forward, they're standing still and hoping things somehow resolve on their own. When I put all of this together, what Spirit is showing me is that this connection is part of their soul growth. You didn't meet this person by accident. You didn't feel this connection for no reason. You came into their life to awaken something in them, to challenge their fear, to push them toward emotional honesty, to make them look at where they've been hiding. Right now, they are standing at an internal crossroads. They know what they feel. They know what they want. They know what they should do, but they are still afraid of what it might cost them. So they stay elusive. They keep the mask on. They delay stepping into their true role. They wait instead of act. This is someone who is being asked by Spirit to grow, and they haven't fully said yes to that lesson yet. Now let's move into the tarot and see how this energy shows up in their actions, their intentions, and what's likely to happen next in this connection. Now let's move into the tarot because this is where Spirit really starts clarifying the emotional dynamic between you and this person. For how you are feeling about them right now, we have the Queen of Cups reversed, clarified by the Moon upright. So what this tells me right away is that at one point, you were emotionally open with this person. You were intuitive with them, you were nurturing, you were understanding. You probably tried to be patient with them and see things from their perspective, even when it wasn't easy. You gave them emotional access to you. You let them see your softer side. You invested emotionally because you genuinely cared. But something changed. With the Queen of Cups reversed, it shows that you've pulled that energy back. You're not giving the same level of emotional availability anymore. You're not pouring into this connection the way you used to. And it's not because you suddenly stopped caring. It's because it stopped feeling emotionally safe to keep doing that. The Moon clarifying this explains why. There has been too much confusion in this connection, too many unanswered questions, too many mixed signals, too many moments where you felt like you didn't really know where you stood. Too many situations where something felt off, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. You've been picking up on things intuitively, sensing that something wasn't fully honest or fully clear, but not getting confirmation in real life. So over time, your heart protected itself. You started holding back. You started observing more. You started saying to yourself, I'm not going to keep emotionally investing in something that feels uncertain. And that fits perfectly with the mask energy from earlier. On some level, you've known this person hasn't been fully transparent, and your emotions responded to that by pulling away. Now, for how this person feels about you, we have the Fool upright, clarified by the Nine of Wands. This is very emotional energy on their side. The Fool shows that they see you as a new beginning. They see you as someone who represents freedom, happiness, and possibility. Being around you makes them feel hopeful. You make them feel like there's more to life than whatever situation they're currently stuck in. You make them feel alive again. You make them imagine a different future for themselves. But the Nine of Wands tells me that getting to that point emotionally has been exhausting for them. This is someone who has been fighting internal battles for a long time. They've gone back and forth in their head about this connection. They've questioned their choices. They've questioned their timing. They've questioned whether they're brave enough to go after what they really want. They've tried to stay strong. They've tried to convince themselves to stay where they are. They've tried to ignore their feelings for you, and none of that has really worked. Part of them feels foolish for waiting so long. They know, deep down, that they should have taken the mask off by now. They know they should have been more honest. They know they should have spoken up sooner. They know they should have taken the risk when they had the chance. So there is regret here, there is longing here, there is emotional fatigue here, but there is also still hope. They haven't given up on this connection emotionally, even if they haven't acted on it yet. Now, what they are hiding from you is very important, and we see that with the Hierophant reversed, clarified by the Magician reversed. This tells me this person is involved in some kind of restrictive or complicated situation that goes against what they actually want in their heart. For some of you, this is a marriage. For others, it's a long-term commitment. For others, it's a family obligation, a contract, a job situation, a cultural expectation, or something tied to reputation and responsibility. For a few, this represents being involved in secret society or organization. Whatever it is, it makes them feel trapped. It looks official or stable on the outside, but it doesn't feel right on the inside. And with the Magician reversed, it shows they have not been fully honest about this situation. They've downplayed it. They've avoided certain details. They've made things sound simpler than they really are. They've kept parts of their life separate from you. They've controlled the narrative. Not necessarily because they want to hurt you, but because they're afraid that if you knew the whole truth, you might walk away. So instead of being transparent, they've been selective. They've shared what feels safe. They've hidden what feels risky. And that's part of why you felt confused. Now, for what they plan to do next, we have the Emperor upright, clarified by the Knight of Wands reversed. The Emperor shows that they want to step into their power. They want to take control of their life. They want to stop feeling weak, stuck, or indecisive. They want to be confident. They want to lead with intention. They want to finally stand in their truth. They don't want to keep feeling emotionally conflicted. They want to feel grounded in their choices. But the Knight of Wands reversed shows how they're trying to do this right now. Slowly, carefully, secretly, inconsistently. This is someone who wants you but isn't ready yet to completely blow up their current life. So instead of coming in openly, they're thinking about something more hidden. A private connection, a quiet move, a behind-the-scenes situation, something that stays under the radar for now. Not because they don't want more eventually, but because they're still scared of the consequences. They're worried about what they'd lose. They're worried about backlash. They're worried about judgment. They're worried about destabilizing everything. So they're trying to figure out how to move toward you without destroying their current structure first. And that's the truth of where they are. Now, Spirit's advice for you is very clear with the Ace of Swords upright, clarified by the Five of Pentacles reversed. This is about truth, boundaries, and self-worth. Spirit is saying that if this person wants access to you emotionally, it has to come with full honesty, not partial truth, not vague explanations, not it's complicated, not you wouldn't understand, not I'll tell you later. You deserve clarity. You deserve transparency. You deserve to know exactly what they're dealing with. You deserve to know what they can actually offer. You deserve to know whether they're willing to choose you openly. And if they can't give you that, you are not meant to settle for emotional crumbs anymore. The Five of Pentacles reverse shows that you are healing from lack. You are learning your worth. You are coming out of feeling emotionally neglected or undervalued. You are stepping into a place where you no longer accept confusion as love. So Spirit is saying, choose truth over fantasy. Choose clarity over waiting. Choose self-respect over hoping someone will change. Because something is about to shift. You are going to get answers. You are going to get confirmation. You are going to see where this really stands. For some of you, that will come through a conversation. For some of you, it will come through an action. For others, it will come through a realization that gives you peace. But you will not be left guessing much longer. Before we close, if this reading resonated with you, make sure to like and subscribe so your energy stays connected to future messages. It really helps this channel grow and reach the people who need these readings. And if you're interested in general and zodiac readings, don't forget to check out my other channel, Quantum Tarot, linked below. Thank you for being here, for trusting your intuition, and for honoring your emotional boundaries. You deserve honest love. You deserve clarity. You deserve consistency.